What's up everyone, welcome to my channel, Joker behind the wheel here. So if you are new to sim racing and you want to learn how to drift, this video is for you. I'll show you the basic steps to start drifting from zero, even if you don't have a fancy setup. So before you start drifting, make sure your setups and cars are ready. So you should use a rear wheel drive. Okay, that's one thing. And another thing, you have to go to the setup. You have to make sure to lower the tire pressure on the rear wheel like this. Okay, you can see that my front tires are 30 psi and the rear tires are 25 psi. When you lower the tire pressure, it will give you the more grip and more control during the drift. So if you want your car to start sliding more easily, slightly increase the rear pressure, and if you want more control during the drift, you just have to lower it a bit. And also you should put some force feedback on your wheel, around 50 to 60%. It depends on what wheel do you use, not too much. So the next thing, you have to turn off all the assist. So like traction control, ABS and stability control. You want to turn that all off. You want to behave naturally to feel the slide. So we have two main ways to start drifting. The first is the clutch kick and the second one is the handbrake entry. So let's go over them quickly. So the clutch kick is when you are in the corner, just press and release the clutch quickly while gaining some throttle. That breaks traction on the rear wheel. For the handbrake entry, just tap the handbrake to make the rear wheel slide, then steer into the corner. So once the car starts sliding, the most important thing is the counter steer. Turn your wheel into opposite direction at the slide and balance the car with the throttle. And remember, don't overreact, small inputs are better. Okay, so let's put all of this into practice. Okay, so here you have this small window where you can see my pedals. This is throttle, braking and clutch. And let's just try some drifting. So let's first try the clutch kick. Okay, so you just want to press the clutch, give some throttle and release the clutch, and you just start drifting. Just like that. Okay, so press the clutch, press the throttle and just release it quickly, and yeah, that's it. Yeah. So as I said earlier, you just have to balance your drift with the throttle, with the gas. Just push some gas, but not too much, not too small. So if you lose the power in the middle of the drift, just press the clutch again and some gas, so you don't lose the power and the drift won't stop. Okay, and also when you start the counter steer, you want to catch your wheel in the right moment. Okay, so you need to catch it in the right moment, or you're just gonna fail. Okay, now let's try the handbrake entry, but maybe we should use the different car for the handbrake entry. So this is the Nissan 350. That one is from the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. It looks awesome. Okay, someone made it perfectly. Leave the link down below so you can find it. So let's try the handbrake entry. Slightly push the handbrake and just balance with some gas. Okay, let's try it here better. So you, as you can see, just balance it with the gas. so I wasn't using the clutch at all for the handbrake drift. Like just slightly push the handbrake and give it some gas and canter stop. And that's all. So what's the common beginner mistakes? First one is too much gas. So the cars will just slip out. Just like, okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so if I just hold on a gas, the car will spin. So you have to balance it perfectly. Not too much, not too low. Okay, you can see that's green. Okay, so if I add too much gas, then just this will happen. Okay, so the next thing is counter steering too late. So you will understeer straight out of the corner. So if I don't start the counter steer on the time, this is what will happen. Okay, and you don't want this. So the one of the beginners mistakes also is if you start to drift too early or too late. So if I start drifting too late, you will just get out of the track. Okay, I just hit this because I started at the end of the corner. And this will happen if you start drifting too early. So here is some practice tips. So as I already said, start with an easy place to practice. Ski pad or a wide track is perfect, just like this Brooklyn Park. Don't jump straight into the tight corners. So make sure to start with wide and try doing some simple figure eights to get the feel of the transition from one drift to another. And also watch your replays to see what did you do wrong or right. And that's it for this beginner drifting guide. I hope you found it helpful, and let me know in the comments if you want me to make an advanced drifting guide next time. And thank you for watching. Now go practice, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.